Taylor, congratulations on the new show, Mayor of Kingstown, streaming on Paramount Plus November 14th. There's a great line in this that says, "We don't break the law, we bend it to make peace for everybody." There's a more moral gray area that Kyle's brothers operate in, making them feel noble. Can you talk to me about the relationship between his brothers, Michael and Mich, and the difference between both of those relationships?
Sure. Yeah, that is such a great quote. And thank you so much for having me, Joseph. It's great to see you. That is such a great quote because it's, we're not breaking the law, we are bending it. But why are you bending it? I mean, my two brothers, why are you bending it in this town that is essentially on the verge of implosion? Well, it's like defending everything you've ever known, no matter how good or bad it is. If Mich and Mike do not do what they do, the town is going to crumble. And
right.
Then what's going to be of all the citizens who are there, good or bad? So is it a fool's errand? That's for the audience to decipher for themselves. As far as the relationships between, Kyle, Mich, and Mike, fortunately, I have that personal experience. I am the youngest of three brothers, so it's really not that far off. It's like you love your brothers. Sometimes you hate your brothers. Sometimes you get frustrated. I shouldn't say hate because you might dislike them, but you're always going to love them. You're always going to back them up, and that's what Kyle does.
Absolutely. Now it seems that Miriam, who was your mom on the show, played by Diane Weiss, she's kind of holding out hope for Kyle. Does she think that Kyle's going to end up getting mixed up deeper with both Mich and Mike?
I believe that is Miriam's fear. She sees and knows that Mich and Mike have already gone to essentially the dark side, right? Like have gone over to, working in this gray area. And Kyle has this opportunity at the beginning of the season to go work for the state troopers. And so she is constantly reminding them, hey, you know what this town and what this job does to your family members, having a father who met his demise, working in the same business as Mich and Mike. You know what happens to people who stay here and live in this town. Go, be free, go, have a life out there. She's constantly on him about it. The thing about it is that she hasn't left herself. And for Kyle, it's not so easy to just leave everything you've ever known, leave all your family, leave all your friends. Any right person in their right mind would leave immediately. They wouldn't, spend 5 more minutes in Kingstown. But, the fear of the unknown is what's keeping him in town. And also, I think the ideal that we can save this town.
Sure.
Even though it seems like a mountain to climb, I think that there's still that ideal within the brothers is, another quote, we fight this fight every day.
There's a great, I think it's towards the end of episode 2, Kyle's kind of reflecting, without giving any spoilers away, something tragic happens in his family, and he's kind of reflecting there, and he seems almost at a crossroads about what happens within the town. What did you want to bring to the role of Kyle that wasn't necessarily on the page?
Gosh, that's tough because Taylor Sheridan has done such a fantastic job at creating this world and creating these characters. For me as an actor, I find my character in the dialogue and in the action. And so Taylor had laid it out just, so expertly. Is that a word? Yes, it should be now. He laid it out there. And so really, any blanks that I had to fill in, they were always there. I just found them and, right. brought them to life. I think Taylor has such a, he just knows this town in and out. He's been sitting with it for 10 years. And so him trusting me to bring that out in the character, it's truly an honor.
Well, look, Taylor, I'm excited to see the journey that Kyle goes on throughout the course of this season. It's a brilliant show, and I want to thank you for your time. Thank you very much, sir.
Joseph, I love your energy, man. Thank you so much for a great interview. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Much appreciated, man. Thank you.
All right.